Okay, everybody, Steve here again. I've been asked to do a video on how my boat power setup is now, or should I say, will be. It's about to be modified a little bit. Um, I think I'm pretty well set up now. I've got a number of improvements to my boat power setup that will enable me to do multi-day trips without any problems in terms of running out of power. Now, my boat with the GPS, the radio, the lights, draws a maximum of about and my fridge, which runs intermittently once it's cooled down, uh, pulls about 2 amps, 2.2 amps total. Now, so I'll show you the power arrangement that I've got at the moment, and or about to set up, and yeah, we'll go from there. So first of all, I have a solar panel. It's a folding solar panel, 50 amp, and with these little loops on the side, it'll just loop with some bungee little bungee connectors or snap hooks to my boat. And it'll fit either side of the cabin. I've got a split cabin roof, and it'll fit either side of that. And that generates 50 amps, 50 watts of power. And I'll show you how that's working at the moment. From there, this is the outlet cord from the solar panel. We have a positive and negative going to a battery controller. And at the moment, it's not a full sun situation. It's late afternoon, and it's generating 13.7 volts going into the battery. Now, on the controller, you'll see that there's these two connectors here are for the solar panel. You might just make out a little grid icon on there, and that's where the power is going into the controller. From there, it's going out of the controller, and it's going to here, which is the connector to the battery. And that lead, the battery lead, it's about 4 meters long, 5 meters long, goes into the battery with these alligator clips here. And from there, obviously from the battery, it can go anywhere. There's a positive and negative going off there, and that will go to the switch box in my boat. Now, in the switch box, I actually didn't bring them out. I've got two little 7 amp hour batteries as well, which I can use just for day trips. So I can run them just for an afternoon or a day inside the switch box. But this battery, which is a deep cycle 35 amp hour battery, will be stowed in the one of the storage compartments in the boat, and the leads will come out of there up to the switch box, so it'll actually supplement the power that's available through those batteries. And it will also serve, because these leads from here will go to a common bus bar, positive and negative. It'll equalize the power between all the batteries, which is a good way to run things if you're going to run for long periods of time, so you don't get one bank of batteries discharging a lot more than others. Okay, so that's the basic setup. Then we have this little generator here, this little 800 watt generator that I actually bought yesterday. I bought it from Cash Converters, like a pawn shop really, and it was actually sitting there for $65, brand new. It actually isn't brand new. It was actually made in 2017. That's the date stamp on it, but it's never been used. I reckon it's actually been in storage somewhere, and Cash Converters bought out stock because GMC, Global Machinery Company, apparently went into liquidation a couple of years ago, and they've obviously had a lot of stock sitting around, which has been purchased by Cash Converters, and yeah, they've maybe that's the situation as to why I got it so cheap. But $65 for a brand new generator, runs beautifully. It's not the quietest in the world. GMC, these little 2-stroke generators are not the quietest, but they're quite adequate. And usually when I camp, I'm camping in remote places. Now, obviously from there I can use, and now you can see here, there's a little very cheap little charger, AC to DC charger, which is also connected to the battery through these little connectors here. And that generator will also run my fridge, which will also take 240 volt AC power. And the fridge cools down from, I did a test the other day. It was came straight out of the back of the car, 28 degrees internal temperature in the fridge. It cooled it down to -10 in about an hour. So this generator will run for 6 hours on a full tank, approximately. Therefore, I will have no problems at all keeping the fridge at a good temperature with minimal use of the generator. It's a bit, it's a bit heavy, a bit bulky. It's probably about 16-17 kilos, which is not that bad. I had an older generator which was about 21 kilos, so it's lighter than that and a bit more compact than that one. But for a long trip, 4 or 5 days, a great little thing to have. It stows quite easily in my boat, and gives me that other option if I want power when the sun, either the sun isn't shining or I've got more demands than what I really want to use just the solar panel for. So that charger, by the way, will be replaced. I'm looking for a better quality charger that I can run from that, but that works okay. It's just that for the bigger battery, the 35 amp hour battery, probably need a better output charger. I'm looking at a waterproof one for the boat. So that's the setup, and just to show you, it's still charging here, that panel at 13.6 volts, and let's see if I can get the, okay, yeah, there's no load on there. There's these little connectors here are for the battery outlet, and these are for a load you can run directly from this controller, but I probably won't run a load directly from there. I think I'll be running it all through the batteries. So yeah, that's pretty much my setup, and I'll do another video when I've actually installed it in the boat.